Hello and good morning. Okay, so today's is a request from Voctor, weirdly enough based off of recent politics. I don't get very many of those, but yeah, we had one crazy person threatening another crazy person, etc. I'm pretty sure you've heard the news. So we've got one based off one of those crazy people, another one representing a better time when there were less crazy people for this side, and yeah. He said to make one to represent the US, and I think the Metal Wolf pretty much sums that up. In case you don't know what that is, go look up Metal Wolf Chaos. It is the most amazing thing ever. It's like literally, if how was that movie? Basically, imagine Air Force One, except it was a mech. That's basically the deal there. It's like the vice president takes over, and at one point they literally turn the White House into a giant friggin' fortress. It is way too metal for its own good, and they actually thought people in the US wouldn't like it, and they never released it here. What were they thinking? It's like, no, it is a giant robot. Like, literally every gun on it. You can say you think it's offensive, but that's not offensive, that is amazing. I'm pretty sure nobody, absolutely nobody over here would have any problem with that. I mean, hell, we're still not passing any kind of gun control stuff despite friggin', like, shootings every week. You'd think somebody would do something about that, but no, it's like every time something happens, they're like, no, 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 no. Our politics, they hurt too hard, you can't. AKA, somebody's paying them to not do anything. Anyway, yeah, here we go. Give this another round here, why not? Depressing politics aside, that's why I usually don't like mentioning them, but screw it, this fight was funny to watch. Had to see what would happen. Alright, that egregious thing might actually stand a chance in this particular one, because there are... Oh, never mind, he's on fire. But there's no real place for his missiles to bounce off of. You know, as an extra, I was actually going to have this thing fight a sort of weird experimental build I was putting together, but I don't think I'm going to end up doing that, because that one's not ready to go quite yet. Wrecked. Absolutely friggin' wrecked. Alright. By the way, if you're wondering which version of Metal Wolf this is, it's actually based off the poster version. Basically the one that's got the Gatling gun in one arm, pistol in the other. Thing looks pretty good. Where is... Oh, right, Team 10. It gets to be a bit of a thing to keep track of. And there we go, another super close range one. Yeah, this one has to go to the Metal Wolf, I'm pretty well certain. Oh, and as per usual, if you're wondering about the soundtrack, this is from the Metal Wolf soundtrack. Called Red Ride 2. Thing was pretty darn catchy. But yeah, so as an extra, I'm gonna actually have this thing fight the Murder.exe. Because that mess is painful. Also a, I mean, overall it's a pretty decent heavy missile user. There we go. So the Metal Wolf takes it. Now let's have this thing go again. And I believe I've got Murder.exe down on Awesome, I want to say. I think so. Yep, there he is. So this is the Formula Front version. I have two versions, as I've mentioned previously. Like, the LR version's more for part breaking, which isn't really relevant in this. This version's just a little bit faster. Generally, just slightly lighter on the offense, more on the mobility. And they wound up fighting in a parking garage. But yeah, if you're making a build like that, always want to give it extension missiles, and the extension micros work really well. Usually, what I like to do is give them... oh, apparently switched over to the main theme. But yeah, so you give them extension micros, you give them stuff like triple missiles or something, just as many going out as you possibly can, with that have decent firing speed. And essentially, you go and you run out any anti-missile stuff they have. You run them out of decoys, or if they're using decoys, hopefully those front ones will end up knocking the decoys out of the way, and then that way you can get a lot more consistency out of the large missiles. Also, thankfully, this map does not have the Goomba Stomp glitch, although that would have been a really funny thing to see happen right there. I'm not actually sure how he managed to almost pull it back there. Oh, there we go. That's a patriotic finish. That's what I want to see. Alright, so, let me know if you have any other requests, and have a good one.